Hi friends! Today I want to show you all my finished or at last started pages in Hanna Karlzon's coloring books. Actually, Hanna is my favorite coloring book artist and Daydreams is my favorite book, so I will definitely start with this one. Okay, I always write my favorite coloring books in plastic because I want to preserve them, and the book covers of Hanna's books are so beautiful. I like the color, I like the canvas part and all this gold and I mean everything. That's why I'm trying to protect. Okay. This one is colored with the technique with felt pens. I just showed you this technique in my previous tutorial. When I made this frame, I was very proud of it, but then I saw Rekka's ones. Rekka Color, I will leave a link below. But still, it was okay. Also, I tried to blend here the pencil with baby oil, but it didn't work because this pencil is Faber-Castell Classic and they are hardly blended with simple solutions. Okay, I also like this double page because I like when double pages are colored with the same pencils. I used Kahina, Monolith and Polycolors for it. Here I used watercolors and Derwent Graphite as a base, and pencils. I think these were Goldfaber. Here I used Giotto Still Nova pencils and Posca pen for the background. This spread is totally colored with Faber-Castell Polychromos. I love them so much, and it was a real challenge for me because I don't really like pink color, but I made myself coloring this double spread with pink color, and I can say that I don't hate it more. I can say I love pink now, but I definitely hate it less. Yeah. This was my last coloring I showed you, and I'm definitely going to color this page with the same pencils. These butterflies are also colored with the same technique with felt pens and plastic file as here. And as for the pencils, I actually don't remember. Maybe these are Giotto Still Novo. Okay, this rabbit is one of my favorite finished pages. Really, I like the colors, and I think I succeeded in coloring a rabbit himself and light and everything. Yeah, I'm very proud of it. It's colored with Faber-Castell Polychromos. Then I like this page very much because it has my favorite color combination of beige and blue, and I really like this cat. It was colored about maybe 4 years ago when I just bought this book, and it's colored with Giotto Still Nova pencils, but I like it so much, I don't know why. Maybe because of the colors, maybe because I like coloring houses, maybe because I love cats, but still I love it. Okay, this is my whip, the latest one, actually my only whip in this book, and I'm going to finish it maybe next week, and I will definitely show you this. If you're interested, by the way, in coloring hair like I did it here, it's not realistic, maybe semi-realistic, but it's very fast and it looks good, as I think. Please leave me a comment. And also I'm thinking about filming a tutorial about coloring skin tones. You see, I use different skin tones, yellowish here and rose here. I'm not a professional, definitely, and I don't really like coloring portraits, but I think I have to film a tutorial about this, but a little bit later. But I'm ready to show you the hair. Don't forget. Then this lady, my moon lady. I was just training coloring faces here, so that's why she's a little bit too tanned. Maybe she's a Latino girl. And I'm not really happy with the background. Here I used acrylic paints in a spray, and they didn't work good, and there are some spaces without paint, but if you look from a distance, it looks good, better than when you look at this closer. Okay, I've colored this page for a color along devoted to one color challenge. I used yellow shades, and also these stripes are made following the tutorial of Catherine Always Coloring. Okay, also one of my favorite colorings in this book, my Space Jam Prince. I had so much work with this, and I was very tired, but I really loved the result and all the effects, the pearls effects, stones, gold. It was really challenging coloring this page, but I hope I succeeded. Next, this page. Actually, I hate how it turned out. I used watercolor pencils, let me remember, Caran d'Ache Swiss color, but then I decided to add this awful teal background. I hate it, and I couldn't fix it somehow. Okay, so I just let it go. I think I missed some pages. Sorry about that. Yeah, this was my first coloring in this book, and actually, by the way, this book Daydreams is my first foreign coloring book. I bought it on Amazon, and I was very happy to receive this. And also, this was my first portrait. A little bit later, I added all these circles around, and actually, I don't think it was a good idea, but still, I left it just as it is. Also, there was a crab. I remember there was a crab. Yeah, here it is. I had so much work with this, sand. These are just tiny dots done with Posca pens. I used about 5 shades of Posca pen, and I spent a lot of time with all of these crazy dots, but I'm happy I've tried the seafoam. Here I used white gouache and a sponge. I'm really happy with the result. Okay, enough for Daydreams. And the next book is Summer Nights. It's Russian edition, and the paper is rather poor here. That's why I'm using this book for my coloring experiments and for some tutorials. Okay, as for the name page, this was my first use of Derwent graffiti, and my first trial on coloring pearls. As for the name, I added it maybe 2 years later, and I was very happy with this page because it looks, vintage or aged or whatever, but it looks old and, expensive. I love it so much. Then Here is my Gamora. I colored for a color along in Instagram. I like Marvel movies so much, and I've tried Watercolor Galaxy, and I've tried new way of coloring hair, and this was my first picture when I colored skin, not the skin tone one, but the green. It was just a huge challenge for me, and yeah, I'm happy with the result. But you see, when I was coloring the galaxy, my watercolor paint got here and spoiled almost every page in this book that was below this. You see, I can't say I'm going to color all these pages, but if I decide to, I hope I will be able to cover it somehow, because you know it is black and orange. Maybe I will have to do black backgrounds everywhere. Yeah, so sad. Where is it? This was my tutorial on coloring galaxy and gems. I remember that. And to prepare for this tutorial, I was coloring this page. This variant of diamond was a real failure. This was a little better. And then I did this one, and you can see it in a tutorial. And I also like the snake. Yes, I remember I promised you to film a tutorial about how to color metals. For example, silver and gold, and yes, I'm still going to. Yes, wait, please wait. I'm feeling very slowly. This is the last colored page in this book, and I like it so much. It's colored with Faber-Castell Polychromos, and it has two cats. I'm a cat lady, you know. That's why I was so happy, and I tried coloring black fur for the first time here. And I'm very happy with the result, with the textures and color palette. Yes, I like this coloring very much. Okay. And Magical Dawn. This is a Swedish edition, and I only have one colored page in it. Yeah, here it is. Here I used cheap pencils. These were Marco Refine, and I was very upset because they don't blend well, they don't layer well, and the colors are so strange and unnatural. But yeah, it's okay. I like the fishes and the background and the girl. I'm happy I just finished it. Yeah, actually that is it, because yes, I do have 3 others books by Hanna Karlzon, but I haven't started coloring them yet. Yeah, so it means that I have most of my colored pages by Hanna Karlzon in my Daydreams book. It's my favorite book, as I have already said. Thanks so much for listening and for watching. Bye, friends!